Hey gamer friends, I'm Danielle.
And I'm Josiah,
and we are ready to roll.
The games that won January. Let's talk about it.
All right, so this is our January recap video. Let's start with some stats. For the month of January, we had 131 plays.
Ooh.
I know, it was a lot of plays. 65 of those plays were actually in-person plays. The rest were BGA.
Mm-hmm.
That was 25 different games and an H index of 5. So that's pretty good for January.
It is. It is. It means that we played a lot of the same games.
We did.
We
played them more than once.
We just played them a lot.
Okay, so also for the month of January, we were able to put out quite a few videos. So we thought we'd kind of recap our videos for you for the month of January. First was board game resolutions. That was the video where we talked about what we want to accomplish this year in board gaming and also on our channel.
I will say that some of them we haven't done yet because we haven't got to it.
Yeah, for sure.
And then some we have kept. So far, so good on the board game resolutions. The second video that we'll talk about that we did in January is games that won Christmas.
That was a fun one to do.
It really was. We had a lot of fun at Christmas playing games.
Yes, so these are our favorite games that we played over Christmas. It was a blast. Then we had our December game haul, which is just all the games that we received for Christmas and for the month of December. And then we did a video called our board game origin story.
Yeah, this one I really liked doing because it was a look back, a reflection on how we got into the hobby, and it was really interesting and fun to see how that happened.
I like getting to share just a little bit more about us because when we first started channel, you don't really know anything about us really, except that we're putting out board game content. And so that's a good way to get to know us is some of those videos.
It is. Then we had our December recap and favorite plays.
Similar to this?
Yes, the same one.
We did Let's Talk Marvel Champions 5 years later. That was a really fun video because we got to discuss just Marvel Champions and what it's been like on our Marvel Champions journey over 5 years. And does the game still hold up?
Yeah. Spoiler, it does. Next, we have our top 10 games of 2024, which is always fun. I love top 10s.
Yeah.
So that was a good one.
We did We're Late to the Party, Fantasy Realms. This is where we talked about playing Fantasy Realms for the first time, which is an older game. We're hoping to do a few of these here and there because we like to talk about some of the older games and ones that are new to us.
Yeah, and on that one, I was very pleasantly surprised.
For sure.
It holds up very well. Next is our most played games of 2024.
Yeah, these are the games that we have played the most.
Yep.
Pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
But we do a top 10 list of that. Just what games did we play more than any other games. We did a video called New to the Hobby, Learn the Lingo. This one was inspired by a friend of ours who watched our videos and had no idea what we were talking about. And we thought there's probably a lot of people who are new to the board game hobby who don't really know all the terms that are being talked about. We thought that would be a fun video to do.
Yeah, and for most of you out there who are board gamers, this video wasn't very helpful because you already know all the terms. But we've gotten actually quite a bit of feedback about how thankful people were that we made this who aren't in the hobby and don't know the terms. So it was good to hear that. And
or just getting into the hobby, like just starting to play board games, starting to kind of figure things out.
Yeah, then we did things I learned as a first-time DM. I really liked it. I had a good time doing that. It was interesting to be asked these questions and to have to relive that and revisit it. And I hope it was helpful for someone out there.
Yeah, it's interesting to reflect back and think of, okay, if I could go back, what would I tell myself to work on or what would I have done differently or those kinds of things are good to know.
Yeah, it is.
Then we did 2 videos back to back. One was our favorite games from 10 years ago and then our favorite games from 5 years ago. So the first list was from the year 2015 and the second was 2020. So that was interesting. We just went to BGG and looked up those years and then looked at the games and made a list from that of our favorite plays.
Yeah. What was our most popular video in January?
So the one that got the most traction was actually our most played games of 2024. That is our most watched video for January. So thank you for watching.
Definitely. If any of those videos sound interesting to you, go check them out on our channel. We would love for you to do that.
I'd really help us out. So we also had a struggle in January. We both got the flu.
Yep.
In January. He had it first, and then right after I got the flu. Luckily, we had actually done several videos and had them queued up ready to go.
Yep.
And so we didn't have to miss putting out any videos in January because of that. But we were down for a week and a half, maybe?
Yeah, maybe close to 2 weeks.
Close to 2 weeks, yeah. It was pretty rough. This was a rough flu season.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've heard, but in Oklahoma, we're #1 for the amount of flu cases. So I don't know what Oklahoma did, but it wasn't good.
Yeah. Losing those 2 weeks really pushed us to the edge of being caught up.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So now we're having to get back to the place where we're ahead of schedule. And it's been a bit of a struggle for us.
Yeah, a little bit.
To do that. Mostly for me on the editing side.
Yeah, because he has to do all the editing.
Yeah.
I will say we did get a lot of BGA plays in that during being sick, because we definitely were not playing in person at that time.
Right.
All right, so our favorite plays for the month of January. We picked out a few games that we really enjoyed playing this month. The first one on my list is Castles of Burgundy. Castles of Burgundy is a classic.
Yes.
Almost everybody knows what Castles of Burgundy is. It was so much fun. So we're going back and playing some of these classic games that we've never played before. So this was the first time I had ever played Castles of Burgundy. And I am having a blast with it. And now I'm playing it on BGA all the time, actually.
Yeah. This isn't one we physically own.
Yeah.
We're only playing it on BGA right now. It is a lot of fun, actually.
Yeah, I'm loving every minute of it. I'm really enjoying it. Now, I will say, when I play people that I don't know who have been playing Castles of Burgundy for a really long time, like, they destroy me.
Yeah.
But it's been a blast learning it.
Yeah, it's actually one that I really want to get in person.
I do too.
Yeah, I think it would be a really fun one to have. The first one I'll talk about is Captain Flip.
I love Captain Flip.
It's amazing.
It's so much fun.
So this is another one we don't have. We've only been playing on BGA, but it is a super short, quick game where you get a tile, and there's 2 sides to the tile. So you're presented with one side of the tile, and then there's a board that has spots that go up vertically, and you have to place your tile somewhere. There's bonuses for different columns, and you have the option when you get your tile to flip it to the other side. There's different bonuses and things that the tiles do. Each one has a different thing that it does.
And once you flip it, that's it. You have to place it.
You have to place it. You can't flip it back. So it's a little bit push your luck, and it's tile placement. I don't know what it is. It sounds so simple, and it's really easy and quick and fast, but it is so much fun.
I know. Well, I like it because you can play it in just a few minutes. So, if you're waiting for something, you can just, go play a game of Captain Flip. I just love that. And it's just so much fun.
It's like 2 or 3 minutes.
It really is.
Maybe. And it is great. If you have not played it, I highly recommend you.
Have you ever exploded from the gunners?
No.
I did one time, and I was like, no.
Nope, I did not.
I risked it a little too much.
Yeah, you got to get that monkey.
I never did. That was the problem.
Anyway, so that was the first one I'll talk about, Captain Flip.
My second favorite play this month was Parade. Parade is Alice in Wonderland themed card game. You have this row of characters, and then you have to play one of your cards at the end of the row. And then you count how many cards. So like if I'm playing a 7, I count 7 cards. And then after that, if there are any cards that are larger or the same color, they go in front of me, and those are bad points.
Or the same number. It's the same number or higher.
Yeah, same number or higher. And so you have to be really strategic on which cards you play when, based on what the other people have played. It was so much fun. I am a fan of this game.
It's a good one.
I did not realize how much fun I would have playing this game, but I really liked it a lot.
And the theme is really fun.
It is.
So it's Alice in Wonderland, like she said, but the row of cards are these Alice in Wonderland characters on a parade.
Yes.
And it just continually moves and changes the order, and it's really fun.
It is. It's really fun. That was my second pick for the month, Parade.
My second pick is Pandemic Legacy Season 2.
We have finished it.
We finished it.
And we won, by the way, just in
Yes.
case you were wondering.
Of course, we saved the world. You're welcome. It was really fun. It was actually the first Legacy game we've played in a while.
In a really long time.
Yeah. We love Legacy games. I mean, you can't play them super often.
Right.
Because they're really expensive and you only get the one play out of them, although it is hours of playtime. And so we really love the experience of it. And Pandemic is one of our favorite game types. I mean, it was always gonna be a home run.
Yeah,
for
sure.
me. And so
it was not, in case you're wondering, it wasn't as good as season 1.
Right.
But it was still really good and totally worth the experience. So that if you've played season 1, which a lot of people have, is it worth it? It's still worth it, but just know it's not going to be as good as season 1. Right. I don't think.
Objectively.
Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, that's my second one is Pandemic Legacy Season 2.
My third choice for games this month was Harmonies. Harmonies is another one that we played on BGA this month and that we don't own in person. It's been so much fun. I started to learn how to play it because it is, I think, one of the most played games right now. I think it has the most logged plays for December or January, I'm not sure which. And so I was like, I need to see what this is all about. Yeah. So we went to play it and I'm having a blast playing Harmonies. Yeah. I've played it over and over. I don't even know how many times I've played it at this point. It's really, really good. You have a card that has an animal on it and you have to figure out how to make that like configuration with tiles on your board.
On the animal card, there's pattern, like she said, at the bottom of it. And then there's a board of tokens. You have to pick 3 tokens. And then you have to make the pattern that's on the animal card. And so it'll be like 1 blue, 3 grays, and then you get to place a cube.
Yeah, a little cube on it.
Yeah, and then each animal card has a certain number of cubes. Once you finish all the cubes, that card goes away, and then you can get another one. And that's how you score.
You can get another one on your turn, anytime it's your turn.
Yeah, you get 4.
4, yeah.
It's actually really simple to learn. But it's really fun. It took me a bit to get into it and to understand how it works.
But to be fair, you didn't even play the tutorial, did you? No. So you were just like jumping in and figuring it out.
Yeah. But I did get it.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of fun. I like it a lot.
I really enjoyed Harmonies this month.
This is another one that I really want to get in person.
Yeah, definitely.
My third choice was a game called Flip 7. It's a small box card game. It is a deck of cards that's numbered 1 to 12. The number that's on the card is how many number of that card is in the deck.
Yeah, so there's 5 5s.
There's 5 5s, there's 12 12s, right, etc. There's also bonus cards like freeze or flip 3 or second chance, things like that. And this is a strictly pure push your luck game.
Yes, it is.
So everybody's dealt a face-up card, and then like blackjack, you say "hit me" or
you can
"I'm
stay."
gonna stay."
Yeah.
And so you go around, and everybody hits until they're done. And if you get the same number of card that you already have, you bust.
Yeah. So if I end up with 2 7s, then I'm out. But if I have 7 different numbers in front of me, the game is over, and I get bonus points.
That's right.
But you can stop at any time and you calculate your points based on that. We have had a lot of fun playing this. And we play this game with my parents and my aunt, my niece, and everybody just has a blast. And so much so that my parents were like, okay, where do I buy this game? And they can't even find it anywhere right now. So they were trying to find it. It's just been a blast to play.
Yeah. I have yet to win.
Have you not won this?
I've not won this game.
Oh.
Because I'm a gambler.
Yes,
what can I say?
That's true. We have a few of those that have been playing Flip 7 with us, and they either are really good or really bad.
That's right. I have such a good time every time I play it. It doesn't even matter if I lose or not.
That's true. So those are our plays for the month of January. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe.
And tell us down below, what was your favorite play of January? We want to hear about it.
And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.